Job last phone. Bum, bum, bum. Did that update? Yes, it did. Cannot find game data. Yeah, yeah, you will not be able to find it. Yes, please. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, my hand's cut off. He was outputting. Oh, this guy again. I can't seem to get him out of my head. Because you can't get me out of your head. Oh, there's a first person option? Shit, why isn't there a second person option? You ever think about that? What if there was a second person game? Hmm. Check. Wow, what a fit. Now I forget, did they do a remake?
Should we get going?
I heard this house was haunted.
No.
Too bad it's not.
They did a remake of 4 and 5. Okay.
Rumors are just rumors. I'm gonna load these up.
Hmm. Boom.
You?
No, it's me. Hmm? Okay. This one looks like it's veering a little off of the second one.
Where am I?
Yeah, when did this one come out? Was 2005. Japan, 2006 in North America. Okay, so yeah, this is getting towards the end of the PS2. I mean, not the end of the PS2. The PS2 was around for a lot longer, but this is like when they fully mastered the software portion of the PlayStation 2. God of War 2 came out in 2006? 2007. Jesus Christ. That's insane. Yeah, we released one of the biggest PS2 games in 2007. Oh yeah, there's a ghost. Hello? Nope. Just please keep heading. Oh god. Oh god, I ran upstairs. I did the one thing you're not supposed to fucking do in a horror movie. Why is my first instinct to run up the stairs? How stupid is that?
Stay here forever.
Oh, excuse me. Good lord.
Wait! There's still something I need to say.
Man, girl's got some tips on her. Jeez. Is this near automata? God damn. Whoa. Uh. When I googled Asian woman being nailed, this isn't what I meant.
Are you okay?
Oh, it was nothing.
Just had a whole audio-visual hallucination. No big deal, happens all the time. What the hell is the director doing? Come on. Jesus Christ. Maybe a little less horny. Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented.
This place is...
Shutting up on camera. So does this just take place in her mind then? Or... Hey! I knew there was going to be some herbal medicine. Oh, triangle? Okay. Picture of you. A picture of me hanging on your wall. That's how we're meant to be. Yeah, the camera obscura. I'm not gonna do shit with a regular digital camera. Yeah. Nope. Yes. Yes, please. So hard because I know that most of these won't have anything in them, but like, you only ever need one. A peephole that has been opened in the wall. The sound seems to be coming from there. Stand in front of the hole and press the X button to have a look through it. Let's have a little look-see.
Who's there?
Oh, that just looks like a regular person.
Go away!
Hey. Drum, ba da dum bum drum. Okay, so is there not a shortcut for the map now? Oh, L2. Okay. Did I miss a door? Happy birthday, Killian. Nine years old. That is crazy.
Don't want to see anymore.
There we go. I know. Dad told me that the doctors didn't think that he was gonna make it past a certain age, and there he is, still kicking. Kicking, fighting, screaming, and doing life. Like, you know, that's awesome. Yeah, did I fuck up that shot? Oh, Mamma mia. They really only give you a split second for each camera shot. Okay. Get both of them in there. There we go. Let's see. Nothing in the corner. A ladder? I don't think there's been a ladder yet. Bellflower design. Okay. Nothing inside the pots. I suppose, yeah, back the way I came. Of course.
Where did he go?
I didn't kill nobody. Freaks. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. There we go. Oh my god! Okay, well that one's definitely way better than the last game's camera taking battle system. Or picture taking battle system. Man, the first one was so good. The second one's was not good. And then this one's back to being... I don't know if it's as good as the first one, but it's definitely better than the second. There we go. Took out that ghost child and... I don't know, sister? Mother? Hard to tell. Oh, whoops.
If only I died too. It's not my fault that I'm the only one that survived. I should have been taken. I didn't survive because I wanted to. I had no choice. If I had just had Arius, I would have. I didn't survive because I wanted to. I had no choice. So if I had died with everyone else, yes, if I had died with everyone else, then are you alright?
Oh boy. Oy.
Let me sleep forever.
Okay, so it won't just all be in a dream. Sometimes you don't know.
Ray? Is everything okay?
Does everything sound okay? No. Get out of here.
I heard you cry out. Well, I was worried. You've been having so many nightmares lately. What? I'm fine. But I just had a bad dream.
You had a bad dream, you take your one down, you get a camera and you kill some ghosts. You say you don't know, I say you gon' lie, and go for a ride. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Was it all just a dream? Anyway, I'd better get up. What's happening? During the course of the game, when you find new information, it'll be recorded in the notebook. When there is a new entry in the notebook, the title will appear in the top right. You can access the notebook from the menu. You press the L1 button while the item name is shown at the top. You can refer to that item. Okay. I felt a sharp pain in my shoulders when I woke up. For a moment, I thought I could see some kind of bruise on my skin, but when I looked again, there was nothing there. Was it just a dream? I wasn't motivated enough to find out much about the place before I went. After all, I knew that it was supposed to be haunted. What was behind the strange daydream vision I had in the house in the snow? Was I just worn out, still scarred by the accident, or are the rumors true? Was he really there? The ruined house I wandered in my dream the night I got back after my vision on that assignment. Something about it reminded me of the haunted house where I saw you. It seemed too real to be a dream. Daydreams, visions, maybe I'm just tired. My fiance, he was an editor who worked on books of folklore, philosophy, and anthropology. We met as students. He was the opposite of me in every way, quiet and kind, like gently falling rain, like a soft shower that washes everything clean. He passed away 2 months ago in an accident caused by my careless driving. Asian woman driving, she's not beating the allegations. That was just a joke. No harm intended. Miku Hanasaki, younger sister of Yu's best friend. She lives with me now and works as my assistant. I haven't met her brother. Yu told me she had lost a relative in an accident. She helps me out in all kinds of ways, not just with work. She's cheerful and hardworking. If not for her, I don't know how I would have made it through after Yu passed away. The woman who appeared in my dream of the manor, her whole body covered in a blue tattoo. She came closer and I ran away before I knew what was happening. All I remember is an intense fear. I could still feel her cold, stabbing fingers on the back of my shoulder where she touched me. It's hard to believe it was only a dream. The mother and child who appeared in my dream in old-fashioned kimonos. They were looking for someone, calling out in sad voices to him. Who could they be? I was gonna look at this because I'm surprised this actually survived, because Lord knows X-Play and all of G4 TV stuff sort of died. God, the music on that is so loud. Was that supposed to be a joke? You know, I'm kind of... that just made me have to confront a large section of my past media consumption, and I loved to watch that when I was like 11. I loved to watch X-Play. Those jokes didn't make any fucking sense. They were not good. Also, that was very disingenuous to the actual game itself. So, very, very interesting. Very interesting how serious they'd get when it came to reviewing a Call of Duty, but if it was something that, like, you had to, like, engage with emotionally on some level, they'd be like, this game is confusing. It scares me because I'm a man-child. Like, Yikes, man. Why were game reviewers... I think game reviewers regressed from the 80s and 90s. Like, not exactly the heyday either, but at least people had to be genuine about, like, the gameplay portions. And then as soon as games started getting better at storytelling, then game reviewers are like, it doesn't shoot. There's no building in this. 0 out of 5. Alright, I'm actually going to be right back. Okay. All right. Getting there mentally. Had to eat some food. Alright, now is this a game where I'm gonna be like doing missions? On the shelf I keep my photo books and newspapers. Miku bought most of the photography books for me. She has a good eye for these things, but most of them I hardly even glance at. On the shelf is a camera I never use anymore. I used to enjoy using this camera back in the day when I used to take pictures for fun. There isn't a tape I want to listen to now. I don't want to turn this lamp on now. I don't feel like sleeping now. On the desk are a sketchbook and an appointment book Miku made for me to keep track of all my work assignments. Squeezing in the corner of the page is a handwritten warning. Don't work too hard. Maybe I've been working too hard since that day. That's why I prefer it right now. Girl, I don't mean to be like this, but what are you wearing to bed? A few fashion magazines lie tossed aside. I used to do this kind of work as well, but used to like read the magazines too, but it's not the kind of thing I can enjoy anymore. I mean, pieces of my work are pinned up on the wall. There are more scenery shots now than there used to be. I don't feel ready yet for projects that involve taking pictures of people. Is there a map of my house? Oh, there is! Is there different outfits? No. Alright. That would be... I mean, she looks like a dress-up doll. Come on.
Good morning, Ray.
Shut up, I'm exploring the house. I don't really like going into a room without permission. Oh, what's this room down here? The bathroom? Used room. Ever since the accident, I try not to come in here unless I have a good reason. You had separate rooms? He was your fiance. Bunch of fucking weirdos. This is a tree. I don't really feel like treeing right now. This is a cow. Good morning, Ray. It looks like it's gonna rain all day today, too. You don't have to work so much this week, so why don't you try to relax? Ray, you've been working too much lately. You were woken up by a bad dream this morning. Not to mention what happened when we were out collecting data the other day. Anyway, let's try to take it easy today. That reminds me, there was a letter. It's addressed to you. Dear you, sorry for not writing for so long. How are things with your fiance? I'm continuing my investigation of the urban legend. Like I thought, my niece's symptoms bear many similarities to the strange disease associated with the urban legend. I think most of the story is groundless rumor, but I've heard there was a psychiatric study done before. And if you have it, I'd like to see it. Maybe it'll provide a clue. Now, I'm taking a break from all my other work to devote myself to studying the urban legend. I'd like your help. According to the documents I've studied, the camera I sent you is apparently a rare camera obscura. Given where I found it, it may have some connection to the missing people in the urban legend. If you hear anything, please tell me. Regards, Kai Amakaru. It's from Kai. He's written several times before. Have you still not told him about you? Camera obscura? I wonder if it would be in Yu's room. I don't feel like telephoning. I don't feel like sitting. I don't feel like storaging. I don't feel like eating dog food. No, you gotta comment on the dog food. No? No comments on the dog food. We decided against having a TV in our own rooms and bought a bigger one for the living room instead. I hardly watch it at all these days. I essentially do nothing. All day long, besides work. That's in the fridge. Stuck to the refrigerator door on my work schedule. A calendar with a supermarket discount days marked on it and post-it notes with recipes on them. Miku cooks all the meals. She seems to enjoy doing chores around the house. I don't know what I'd do without her, really. I mean, you still work. All right, let's go look for the Camera Obscura. This is so interesting that this is like... This is so different. It's more like open, maybe not open world, but mission-based? The Camera Obscura. Could it be the same camera I saw in my dreams?
Ray, may I help you with something?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you.
It'd be one thing if they lived in different places and had separate bedrooms, but to have separate bedrooms in the same apartment with your fiance is ludicrous. I mean, maybe there's a privacy thing? I don't know. You didn't notice an old camera in his collection of things? Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. Many of the urban legends classified as Lost Village are modeled on real incidents, such as a village was ruined when one villager massacred the others. They are often an amalgamation of well-known actual incidents, legend, and oral tradition. Settings such as the isolated mountain village or bygone customs, like night trysts or ceremonies, often act to trigger the incidents themselves, and these in turn become the motif for urban legends. The reason for the popularity of urban legends may lie in the notion of the view of the country from the city, or the modern bias towards the ancient. To people in the modern city, the village is the wilderness, and those who live there are different. Perhaps that scorn or fear finds expression in the urban legend. For that reason, the setting of the legend must be the isolated mountain village. Further, bygone customs are attractive elements that end up acting to provoke the incident. As a case in point, there is the story about the area around the Minikami Dam where Mayu went missing. The Lost Village. In the mountains of the Minikami area, there was once a massacre in the so-called Lost Village years ago. On the night of a certain festival, there was a great massacre and the village disappeared from the map. Only one woman survived. If you walk in the forest where the village once lay, there is a small guardian statue, and if you continue, you will come to the shrine gate that forms the entrance to the village. If you should pass through the gate, you will never return. The night of the massacre continues in this village, where day will never again break, and a woman's horrific laugh rings throughout the village. Next, we have the Manor of Bizarre Murders, where the same tragedy recurs. Its scale is smaller, but generally speaking, it resembles the pattern of the village, as it is made up of elements based on true incidents. Below it is an example of this. It has to do with Mafuya's disappearance, the House of Mutilation. In the mountain area of Himuro, there remains a manor where years ago there was said to be a massacre. There have always been vanishings in the nearby forest, and many of the spirited away are said to end up in the manor. Their corpses have been found with both hands, legs, and heads severed off. One more example is the seemingly related Manor of Sleep urban legend that I'm researching now. The Manor of Sleep legend was picked up in various magazines in the 60s, but incidents of very similar characteristics can be found here and there in older media. This newspaper is from early 1900s and is of no relation to when the Manor of Sleep legend was taken up, but the background of the spirited ways and those people later as conditioned bear many similarities to the Manor of Sleep urban legend. I'm still investigating, but these incidents may trace back to the 19th century. I have seen legends in several folklore books that may have become the basis for the Manor of Sleep. The House of Sleep urban legend. Perhaps this is what Kai was asked to investigate. You had a well-organized notebook on urban legends to your file. After you've received new information, you may find related books and documents in bookcases or desks. An old newspaper is stuck to the notebook. A series of vanishings across region. According to sources, before dawn yesterday, a mother and daughter who live in Myojin village went missing. The missing are Makai Kuzuhara and her daughter Kozu. Since last year, the two have been searching for Kuzuhara's missing husband. The two reportedly wandered the mountains nearly every day. The informant says, I haven't seen them for several days, so I went to visit them. There was no answer, so I went inside, but they were gone. I only saw some black soot-like marks. Similar disappearances are being reported across the area, and some are calling them spirited ways. You added the newspaper article, series of vanishings across regions to your file. There are typed and handwritten letters and several books left out on the desk. Okay. What about the computer? Can I look at that? No? Okay. Is the camera over here? Oh, there it is. On the shelf are a letter and a camera similar to the one I saw in my dream. It looks like the letter is from Kai. Dear you, during my research on the Manor of Sleep urban legend, I finally made it to a certain deserted village lost even from the map. I found this camera in a huge abandoned house near that village. My niece, Miu, when Mayu disappeared, she caused you a lot of trouble, so you probably remember her, saw this camera and she was scared stiff. I wonder if it reminded her of that unspeakable incident. For now, I'd like you to take care of the camera. You know about antiques, so could you look it over for me? I don't think you'll be able to reach me for a bit, but I'll contact you, so let me know what you find then. Is this a direct sequel to the first game? Timeline of Fatal Frame? I just want to know. Okay. Maybe I just need to search Fatal Frame 3. I feel like this is one of those things that on like a really old website that someone has a really great description of, but like has since been lost since everything now fucking sucks. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's probably a sequel. Just, I'll let it go. Alright. For now, I'd like you to take care of the camera. You know about antiques, so could you look it over for me? I don't think you'll be able to reach me for a bit, but I'll contact you, so let me know what you find then. Regards, Kai Amakuru. Amakuru. Could this be the camera, the same as the camera obscura I saw in my dreams? This is older than the one in the dreams, and the inscription on the back is illegible. Even so, it does look very similar to the camera obscura. I tried pushing the shutter button, but there's no response. It looks like it's broken. Musty film. We're gonna go try to develop it in the dark room. Do we have a dark room, or do we have a work location where the dark room is? Not that you couldn't have a dark room in your house, but like, I feel like your landlord would be pretty pissed if you know, 'cause that's all alcohol in there, right? How do you develop photos? I'm asking myself a lot of questions. You know where the dark room is?
Ray, you've been working too hard. You should get some rest.
Need some rest. How did they develop photos in a dark room? Yeah, what are the chemical baths that they put them in? This game is making me think. It's making me think about some stuff. What? How big is this house? Kurosawa residence. So they have like their own. I guess you'd call it like a honeymoon suite. Maybe not like a honeymoon suite, but you'd have like a mother-in-law suite. That's probably what you'd call it. Interesting. Or maybe that's to save electricity? I don't know. I suppose there wasn't a bathroom. Interesting. I can see my face reflected in the mirror above the wash basin. Maybe I've lost a little weight again. Maybe I've lost a little weight again. There is no one in the bath. Even when I'm busy, I like to soak in the tub every day. Recently, though, I've just been taking showers. Miku takes care of washing the clothes, too. It's real help. I've never been good at housework. She's been complaining these past few days that she can't hang the clothes out to dry because of the rain. Maybe this is just how Japanese homes are constructed. This is so different. Or maybe that's like a more modern area, and this... Oh, hey. Oh, it's a cat, not a dog. Pet the cat. No, pet him. Can I take a picture of him? Oh, there we go. How long will she stare at the cat? I'd say this is a pretty accurate representation of what it's like having a pet. I love you. All right, I'll leave you alone. Just had to take a quick little picture. Yeah. Yeah. I do know about altars in people's homes to the dead, which I don't know if that would be something that would be good to implement in America. Maybe it would, so that people don't immediately forget about the dead in their lives, but like also Americans aren't very good at taking in the pain of dead people, I feel like. I knocked on the toilet door, but it looks like no one is inside. So they have a washroom and a shower, and then a toilet room separate. See, that's a good idea. Honestly, crazy that all of our stuff is in one area. The area you poop is like right next to the shower, like an inch away. Or, I mean, a foot away. Even in rich people's homes, that's the same. Most of the time they don't have like a separate door. In this cardboard box are plastic bottles containing developer and fixer fluids for developing photographs. In the plastic barrels, the kerosene we use in winter. This is supposed to be a storeroom, really, but they put in a sink so I could develop my pictures here. An old roll of film. Yeah, let's develop it. I wonder if this game is quite a bit longer than if it has this whole like sort of adventure system. Yeah, 15 hours. The other one was 10. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Especially when you look something up every 2 seconds, but... An image has appeared of a crying woman. Just as I thought. I must have taken this during that dream. Maybe if I investigate this woman, I can find something out. Can't believe she doesn't have any medicinal liquid just sitting in her house somewhere. Yeah, this is an amazing size house for the amount of people who live here. Like the... Maybe it's supposed to be sort of intentionally jarring the way this house looks. I don't think she had a computer in her room. Can I look up some info about her and the books? In the bookcase is the book Occultism that Amakura wrote about in his letter. The camera obscura is a device used to capture the other world, made by occultist Kinuhiku Asuo from the late 19th to the early 20th century. He tried to communicate with and get proof of this other world. The term occultist refers to people involved in the movement to verify Eastern thought using contemporary Western technology. Kunihiku Asuo is a prime example of such an occultist. The camera obscura was one of his quintessential experiments. He modified the, at the time, still rare camera by adding a special lens and film. It was supposed to capture unbelievable things, normally invisible to the naked eye, like a so-called different phase interval and spirits and ghosts. They are very rare nowadays, but apparently these cameras are still traded amongst curio dealers. Most have been broken, and we have lost the chance to see the other world, as well as Asuo's achievements for eternity. Is there any other notes about that woman? Okay. I wonder if that's something I can go look up. Doesn't look like they had cell phones. Oh. Man, I'm gonna be thinking about that X-Play review for a long time, because, like, how... Oh, my range is already upgraded. How did that happen? Do you get something if you have a save file? Or maybe it gets upgraded automatically? I read all that stuff. According to the notebook left on his desk, Yu was doing some research for Kai Amakuru. His notes are full of accounts of old urban legends and newspaper clippings about disappearances and people who were spirited away. Yep. Hi, I've never met him personally, but he's a friend of you. He used to write from time to time. You seem to have known lots of people, both professionally and privately. According to the letter, he and you were doing research into urban legends. Maybe the camera obscura was somehow connected with that. I should tell him about this accident. Yeah, you should tell him that his friend is dead. The woman whose image appeared on the film from inside the camera obscura, no doubt about it. It was the same woman I saw inside the manor in my dream, just like with you that time. Scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century. He used the new technology. I literally just read about him. Okay. Do I investigate by going to sleep? No. She doesn't have a computer, so... I mean, we either go to a library or... ask someone, I guess? What did you do before cell phones? We had a computer at home, so I would just search things on the computer, so I don't know. Miku, about the woman in this picture, I was wondering if I could get you to try and find out as much about her as you can. Anything is fine. Yes, well, this is a very old picture, so I found it in Yu's room. It's okay if you can't find anything out. There was just something about her.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Is she my assistant? Well, she's with a friend. I must make a lot of money doing these pictures. If you show the photos you've developed to Miku, sometimes you can ask her to investigate them. If you have them, you can tell her to talk to Miku. This is so weird. Night has fallen. If you check the bed with the X button, you can sleep. By checking the camera secure on the desk, you can save. Is there anything else I can do, or is it just sort of like just to save? She's still standing in the living room. No. I guess the only other place I could think of going is Yu's room. You around here? Are you around here? Okay, well, I guess I'll probably just go to bed. I can't think of anything unless she knows something. No. Nope. Probably bedtime and then to go to the dream mansion. So this is a lot like Silent Hill 4. When did that come out? $2004. Okay, so this came out after that. That tracks. Okay. Back in the dream mansion.
This dream. Again.
Notched arrow. Okay. Okay, no healing stuff in there. I guess this is more like the first one, where you have the different nights. Oh, fuck. Shh. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, come on.
This dream. Again.
God, it is so hard to get these extra moments. Oh, did I get her in time? Yes. All right. There are bars in the wall by my feet and cold air is blowing. It looks like there's another corridor like this on the other side of the wall. Okay, so then if I go to the camera... Okay, everything's about 10,000. Alright. I can see into the next room through a latticed window in the alcove wall. Right? Oh, there's a little statue there. A little statue. Memo and shaky hand. It's not my fault. I didn't choose to survive. Okay. I guess that was written by the woman I saw before who had some stuff on her face. Clock on the wall. No medicinal herbs. Oh, some film though. Okay. And of course a doll. There's a basket of some kind on top, the low cupboard. Small kimono inside the chest. It looks like something a young girl might have worn. Okay. Of course, there's gonna be a creepy little girl. Would I have been able to take that photo? I know that... God, well, I guess I don't know that for sure. No. No, no way. I know that you get ranked, though, depending on how well you take your photos and how many points you get, so... This is not the first time, but it's been a minute since I've been, like, actually attracted to a video game character. Image of something is immersed in the photo. Yeah. Just like the other games. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so I can do, what was that? O does a quick turn? Okay, nice. I wonder if that was over here or downstairs. Must have been downstairs. Kind of like exploring though. Oh. Alarm. When being attacked by a ghost, the top part of the viewfinder may flash red and an alarm will ring. This instant is a more powerful shutter chance. The fatal frame. If you shoot during the fatal frame, you can propel the ghost backwards to inflict great damage. If you take another shot while the ghost is being repelled back, you can perform the chain shot combo. Yeah, we'll see how well I can do combos in this game. Oh, yep, there you are. Because in the second game, it was really hard to get combos done successfully because of how long it took the reload time. I'll have to assume that it's not as long this time around. Oh god, what is the picture? That was from earlier. Alright. I'm being... Oh my god. Messed that sentence up. I'm being haunted in real life by the ghost of my father. Not really a haunting as much of I'm just really annoyed that I need to pay for some shit after he passed. Ugh. Originally said we were just gonna throw him in a ditch somewhere, and now we're being convinced by a gravestone. Thanks, brother. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. What? Okay. Man, she's really good at fully disappearing. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh, and when I get a fatal frame, I can combo. Okay, okay, cool. God, yeah, you really couldn't do that easily in the second game. I wonder if in the sequels, or 4 and 5, if it becomes even more actiony. Probably could have gotten a little closer. Got 11,000. Doesn't look like I need spirit orbs, which I appreciate. Let's see. Displays the maximum amount you can charge your spirit power. Catch ghosts, sensitivity, display spirit range, spirit power, recharge rate, and camera range, depending on charge. Those. We'll do. These are actually really difficult to pick. We'll do max value. I think that that's a solid one to start with. You alright? I called out, but there was no reply. A notebook or something is lying at the feet of the crouching woman. Burnt passport. Takigawa Yoshi? Alright, you're not a green lizard. Shizuoka. It has been pretty badly scorched, but I can just make out thin traces of writing. Yoshino Takigawa. Could this be your name? Man, I would be so pissed if I was Japanese and then like Super Mario comes out, my name is Yoshi, and people are like, oh, just like the lizard. Or however that would go in Japanese, but
Please help me.
mm,
Please wake me up.
before you go.
Do anything wrong.
Oh. Okay. It's the end of night 2. Yeah, I pretty much looked at everything that I think I care to look at. So I'll just... Hopefully this isn't a game where the descriptions of different things changes from day to day. I don't see why it would. That happens in RPGs all the time, where you'll like be a couple chapters later and then you'll go back to like the main character's house and then it's like completely different. Like I don't know, you can get items and stuff. I want you to pet the cat. Whatever. What's going on in here? No, what? Is there something on the ground? It focused on the kitchen. Maybe not. Oh, is there a note? Dear Ray, I've gone out to do some research on the woman from the other day. I'll be back later this evening. Make sure you eat breakfast, okay? And a dish on the kitchen counter, a breakfast of perfectly made rice balls, has been prepared. I guess let's eat. And it'd be really interesting if you could go out and like actually work and just be the person taking photos, and then you'd get points for that too. I really don't know what else I could do then. I don't know if it'll let me go outside. Suppose I could check it out at least. Well, never mind.
Hello?
Ray, it's Miku.
Hello, Miku. I was able to get the name and address of the woman in the photo, Yoshino Takigawa. She's the only survivor of a plane crash that happened the other day. I knew I had seen her before. It all came together when I asked one of the editors. It seems that she's still being hospitalized. I'll tell you the location of the hospital. Yoshino Takigawa?
I heard from the hospital that she's been asleep for a long time, and no one has been able to wake her.
Up before she goes. Before you go. Gotta stop that. Oh. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Oh, that noise. She pissed the bed.
Did you go to the hospital?
No. I was never there. If anyone comes knocking, don't tell them I went there. Nope, shower scene. Oh, side boob. Suppose the animation technology has gotten good enough to where, like, game designers are like, well, if there's gonna be a woman in the game, why don't we make her incredibly attractive? We weren't able to do that on the PlayStation 1. But now, we can make our game scary and sexy. Just like, I guess every horror movie ever. I wanted to look to see if there's anything. Looks like you'd get a bunch of different extras if you complete the game multiple times. Or if you compete, or oh my god, my lips. I feel like they're sticker and it makes me talk funny. Also, I don't like. Oh wait, did I get a key? I really don't like that the little girl is counting when you've paused the game. Very uncomfortable. Do not care for it. Because in Fatal Frame 2, if you stay too long on the pause screen, or not, it wasn't on the pause screen, it was on the reading screen, then something super scary would happen and a face would appear and you get really spooked because you didn't know what was going to happen. Okay. So I went this way originally, and then I just got a key, didn't I? Tools? Key items. No, I did not. I did not get shit. Okay. Well, I guess let's go back the way we just were at. See if we can find the area that that woman was in. Okay, well then there's no huge bonuses for doing well in the game. It's mostly only in mission mode. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Do I also need to equip the... No, it's just on automatically? Okay. Feel a ghost nearby. God damn it, always with the little ghost dolls. Oh. Oh, that she was like relieved to see the little ghost doll, but then was like, I don't know. I guess maybe she thought it was a person, but like that would freak me out more than anything if I go into this mansion and a bunch of dolls appeared. Oh shit, whoops. Oh god, I was doing the wrong one. Okay. Shit, using up all my fucking... Did not get a double shot there. And there are more of them? Oh, oh, oh god, oh god, oh god! nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, I fucked it up. No, 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 no. All right, come on, come on.
You aren't like me.
Goddamn Skippy ain't like you. Damn it. I didn't like that. Man, she's gonna look like a Yakuza soon. All the back tattoos. I don't know if I've really learned anything yet. I mean, I guess there's a woman. Let's see. She was in the dream too. Was she having these same dreams? The bruise, the dreams, what do they mean? The bruise, the dreams, what do they mean? I don't care. In a storage space under the stairs was a small locked door. A low, mournful moaning was coming from inside. What could be in there? Hey, lady, how's it going? It's definitely the same woman I saw in the Dream Manor, the sole survivor of a plane crash. She slept constantly in the hospital after the accident, till the day she disappeared in front of my eyes. A blue pattern appeared on her body the instant before she vanished. What was it? Is she connected to the woman in my dream? And if so... Yeah, we're on Fatal Frame 3, because I beat Fatal Frame 2 last night, and this one is like... It's pretty different. In a good way, I think. There's 5 of them. For some reason, I thought there was only 4, but nope, there is 5 of them. Yep. Yeah, 3 on the PS2. Then 4 and 5 have a remake. 4 and 5 have a remake. 2 had a remake on the Wii. 3 and 1, I don't think have a remake. And they go for, like, if you look for PlayStation copies of Fatal Frame 3, because they haven't had a remake yet, it goes like for like $80 to $160. Yes, started on the PS2, and then I think Fatal Frame 4 was just on the Wii. I think that's where it released originally. Lunar Eclipse. Let's see. Yeah, originally released for the Nintendo Wii, and since has been released for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, blah, 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 blah. And Fatal Frame 5 came out for the Wii U originally. And that might be one where I actually might have to bust out my Wii U, because, like, you take the picture with the Wii U, like, with the gamepad. Although, you wouldn't really be able to see what I was doing, so that's kind of a downside. But yeah, 5 games. 5 games in this series. I always feel like people only really talk about the first one and the 5th one. You don't really hear a lot about the others. And then they're remaking 2 now. Ray, this is Yoshino Takigawa's diary. They asked me to take care of it at the hospital, since her family were all killed in the accident? Oh god. You're just a random person. Why did they give you the diary of this woman you don't know? Yep. This one came out in 2005, so... They didn't seem to feel comfortable keeping it around the hospital. Was I right to accept it? Probably not. I heard it's good for the heart to write in a diary and have someone read it. By doing this, maybe I will stop seeing that terrible dream. I'm sad being all alone. If I can have someone read this in some way, maybe I'll connect with them. My family in Noya died, but being alone is more frightening than even that harsh fact. More than the accident itself, being the only one living afterwards, waiting endlessly. That was more frightening. Left all alone in the total darkness, a sweltering night, but freezing cold. I had a nasty dream. Snow fell on an abandoned house. It's all alone and lost, but they might all be in the house. I can meet them. I sense that. If I go in, I can meet them. They're calling me, but if I go in, I may not be able to return. But if that's what he wants... Bit by bit, I go in deeper. I'm cold. It's getting dark. I can hear a song. Naoya's there. Naoya's in there. Mom, Dad, everyone besides me, all in there. They all left me behind. Left me and went in, because only I survived. It's painful. Is the pain the dream? The tattoo spreads. The doctor says he can't see anything. Overseas, they apparently call emotional trauma after an accident like this PTSD. Apparently in Western medicine, they think that if you have emotional trauma, you have a disorder. Noah. But I can see it. After sleeping several days, I'm only half awake. Gradually, I come not to know whether I'm awake or asleep. The doctor seemed interested when he listened to my story. Maybe he's becoming more sympathetic. Now? Ugh. But that dream and the pain are mine alone. The pain is spreading. Am I to blame since I'm the only one who survived? But it's not like I chose to survive. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. What should I do? What? Forgive me. That woman is coming after me. I can see her even when I'm awake. I can't take being touched again. It's happening right now. I don't want to see anymore. No. About the photo you gave me. There are marks on her. Don't you think they look like tattoos? Yeah, but this one's interesting because it uses like a night mechanic where during the day you're in your house and you can like sort of try to solve the mystery of what's going around. And so you just like sort of walk around and talk to your roommate who is also your assistant, I think. And then you go into a dream world to sort of continue the night. So, this is my daughter, Nawa, and this is my other daughter, Nawish. The woman who appeared in my dream of the manor, her whole body covered in a blue tattoo. Yoshino Takigawa and the woman who attacked me in my dream both had the same tattoo, and now the same pattern is spreading across my body ever since she touched me in that dream. The dream, the bruise, the manor, are they all somehow connected to her? Huh, they're both tsunderes. That's fucked up. She attacked me like someone out of her mind. A tattoo like bruise covered her entire body, and now the same tattoo is spreading across my body. If it carries on like this, then I... ... Tsunderes. Shit. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I could do during the night time, so I will go to sleep. Go to sleep, motherfucker, go to sleep. I saw that, which, I mean, like, Right. Well, is this that place from yesterday? There's something on the floor where Yoshino Takigawa was crouching yesterday. 4-point well pattern has been carved into the handle. What was I going to say about Jimmy Kimmel? Looks like it'd be important. I don't know. He's not really that funny, but like, yeah, he should not absolutely have not been silenced for his opinion. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck happened? Is there two of them? Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, I want him to be canceled regular style, not like because he made a joke or whatever. Shit. God damn. Yeah. And that's like all the late night comedy. I mean, Stephen Colbert got canceled, and that was kind of fucked up. Like, but he got, at least he got canceled the regular way. Man. Well, he didn't get like, he didn't make a joke and then later, like the next day, you know, get canceled. I think he got canceled. Like they announced that the end of the season was going to be the last episode, I think. I think that's what happened. I could be wrong, honestly. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with bribing someone? Actually, charge rate, camera range. Why does it count in the background? I hate that. Oh God. Oh, let me see if I can get that photo. Come on, come on. No, I can't get it from there. Okay. Sometimes you can get these photos and sometimes you can't. I don't know. Could be hanging out with his fiance. I'll be your Lucis. You should be allowed to insult the company you work for, but that is something that a lot of people don't actually have the privilege of doing. So I feel like if I insulted my company straight to the CEO, He probably would get pretty mad. But also, you know what? Shouldn't really matter. It's like, what's the fucking point of free speech if you can't, like, insult someone? What the hell is that thing? Yes, yeah. Especially when it was the FCC head that sort of pushed the insulting Republicans thing. Yeah, there's a hand here. There are black stains inside the people lined at roughly equal intervals along the wall. Like, the FCC should let me be me, so let me see. They're trying to shut me down. I'm Jimmy Kimmel. But it feels so empty without me. Yeah, I saw that, like, a ton of people canceled their Disney Plus subscription. And again, he didn't even, like, make a joke. Like, I don't even know if the comments he made could be classified as, like, problematic in the least. He's basically... all he really said was that, like, Trump obviously did not care about Charlie Kirk. And that's not, like, a lie at all. He clearly did not.
I remember this place.
Now it shows that companies, all they care about is making money. And I think that a lot of companies at this point believe that being conservative is what's popular, but I don't think that's actually true. Like, but because that's what they're seeing in politics, that's what they think is true. But the majority of people are at least liberal. You know, they don't want people to die or be put in camps. They don't want bad things to happen to people who are, like, just living here. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think companies are going to start getting a lot of backlash, especially if more boycotting happens for other things. And hopefully the only thing that could put Donald Trump down is a large enough company who's you know, gets fucked over by something that he does. Oh yeah, Fox News was like, oh yeah, the person was transgender, and look at these transgender person texts. Yeah, probably should have read that. Simple on it. Well, that's real quick. Yeah. His Donald Trump is, I mean, he does not look like a healthy man. If there was a picture of a sick man, and you show me a picture of Donald Trump, Donald Trump looks very Weekend at Bernie's. He looks like he's a corpse being puppeted around. Weekend at Dumpy's. Dumpy 1 and Dumpy 2. Alright. That sounds like something spooky. I don't see anything. Oh. You know, I just press X a ton in a lot of games, and it's like Sometimes they can just get you healing items, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll just keep pressing X all the time. I can feel wind flowing from the small end of the passage. I wonder where it leads to. It looks so narrow. Only a child or a small woman would be able to get through that. Okay, lady, you're a pretty small woman. I'm not gonna lie, but... Or, you know, you're a skinny woman. Okay, maybe you're not exactly a small woman. I mean, tall, small. You can be tall and small at the same time. Was I supposed to go back and examine that after that happened? Let me check this out. They did a little cutscene, but I didn't. Oh God. No, I guess not. Okay. Running up the steps, I got my belly button showing. Running up the steps, for some reason I'm wearing a corset sort of shirt. Like, this is not ghost hunting attire. I mean, she's looking cunt, but like, you know. I didn't get any kind of key or anything. Must have to go backwards. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Okay, so there's multiple of them. Yeah, my day was okay. I don't know. It's only progressively been getting sort of worse. My brother's throwing a fucking hissy fit because we don't really want to buy a gravestone for my dad, or at least we didn't talk about it beforehand, and we said that we were just gonna spread his ashes, but now he wants to buy a gravestone. And like, hey man, it might have been different if you talked to us about it beforehand, but just texting us being like, oh, I can do $700, I can just put it in myself, and it's like, okay, well, that's just it. It's like, and then we're like, hey, you should have talked to us about this before wanting to purchase this, and he's like, it's a big fucking, you know, it's only $140, so you can fucking not end the relationship with your dad. It's like, dude, we all had the same dad. He was a horrifying human being. And like, yeah, he sobered up when you know, the last 10 years, but he didn't really become a better person. He didn't apologize to anybody. I don't know. It's just so strange. There's something on the ground where the man in white was. Sleeping stone. Yeah, it's gonna come out of it's like $700, but we're splitting it 5 ways. And again, the money part isn't the issue. It's the part where we like didn't really talk about it. Like he just decided to do this on his own, and then I don't know. There was like another memorial thing, and I don't know. It's just annoying. It's just, yeah, it's the principle of it, and that's the big part. Again, it would have just, oh fuck, it would have just been so different if we talked about it beforehand. Because me and my other brother let him know how we felt, but then he's the one who's like, I think was lying to us about how he felt and that he wanted to do more. Because we said we would like throw him in a, I mean, we didn't say that we'd throw him in a ditch, but you know, that was kind of the implication, is that like, hey, we don't really care where his ashes are. Like if the other part of his family wants to do that, they can do that. Like, we just don't really want to do it. And then he got a ceremony, he did all this stuff, he like planned a funeral, like it's just like he wasn't being honest at the beginning. And it's like, well, hey man, if that's what you wanted to do, you could have said it and we could have planned for that. But instead you say one thing because you don't want to say anything to our faces, because he has no rebuttal ever for like when I bring up all this shit that dad did. He's always just like, well, you know, yeah, it's bad, I guess. It's like, yeah, man, it was really bad. I don't understand how you reconcile with it. It's like, it's just hard to parse. God, he's so pissy about it. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go tell my wife about this text exchange. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And to tell her about the whole situation. It's so fucking annoying to even think about. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to think about my dad anymore. Like, I just don't want to do it. It sucks. Yeah, it should. My wife is staunchly against paying for this gravestone marker thing, which I understand, but also it's like my other brother will throw a fit about it if we don't, and then I don't know if we'll see him, and then I have a niece now, so it's like, it's not like a hostage situation, but like it is sort of, I don't want to not be able to see my niece because we don't want to pay for this gravestone marker, which is like, I guess it is kind of like a hostage situation now that I say it like that. Okay, alright. Back to the spooky game about spooky ghosts. I saw there's a new Yoshi's Island-esque game being made. That looked kind of fun. I don't know if there's any other announcements that I saw recently. I think that was it. I still need to play the Kirby DLC, but maybe I'll dedicate that after the Kirby DLC and Kirby Air Riders. Did Kirby Air Riders hasn't come out yet. I totally missed the Yoshi thing in the Direct. I must have been just like fast forwarding stuff and thought that it was like associated with something else. I don't know. November 20th. Okay. I think there might be another thing over here. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Hell yeah. I mean, I really like mine, and just like, it's just really nice to have a console to play Switch games on that doesn't suck. Because like my Switch, I don't know, it was really good. It's because I had it for what, like 7 years or whatever. Like, I had it for so long and played so many hours on it that like, of course it would get sort of messed up, but like, yeah, I was able to get the Kirby games via Facebook Marketplace for like $30, so that was pretty good. You could also do, well, GameFly is a little hard to depend on because of Nintendo games are always the ones in most demand, so But that's what I was trying to. That's what I was able to do with the Donkey Kong Country Returns game. So that was nice. After fitting in the Sleeping Stone, the contraption can move. Engrave in the pedestal the same number of panes as engraved on the Sleeping Stone. Same number of panes as engraved on the Sleeping Stone. What? Hold on. No. Okay, hold on. So if I do that way, then do that. Is it like this? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, that's not. All right. Cool. Yeah. I do think too that if you ever need money, your Switch 2 could still go for a good amount of money, or a good amount. And then yeah, just try to get stuff on sale. I mean, or not on sale. Well, Black Friday. There is sales on Black Friday. That is a time when there is actually Nintendo game sales. Doesn't happen very often, but like. So you could, maybe that would be when you should shoot for it. Black Friday, they might have like a $50 discount, or they might have a game. They'll release at least 2 other games. The Nintendo Direct we saw, and then a couple other ones. They're gonna make Wii Music 2. I can see a door on the other side of the roof if I were to walk across the roof. We too sick. Oh, we is too sick. Oh, a Mandarin key. That is what I was looking for. I found a part for the camera obscura. Evade. Oh. When you are caught by a ghost, if your timing pressing the shoot button is good, you can evade the attack. Oh, that's nice. Did I just totally miss him? Damn. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel is at least gonna have another episode. Also, hi, Lucis. Yeah, Liddy was filling in. Nice. I don't know. Should after curtains closed. I mean, honestly, wouldn't shock me that this will be his last season. It's just that they will let him. I imagine too. There's got to be a contract that he has that if he gets canceled early, that like he gets paid like $100 million or something. Like there's, I mean, he's huge. So honestly, if it wasn't the backlash, it's probably whatever Jimmy Kimmel's lawyer said. Cause like, hey, like Jimmy Fallon is worth like a shitload of money. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't care about that part, but you know, it might not have been the other stuff. It could also be some contractual obligations that they realize that they have to fulfill. That's a cynical take on it. That might not be true at all, but that's I did not think about that until like just now, and I'm like, that could absolutely be the reason. Yeah, Lucis, I still need to do more note taking. I haven't done anything since yesterday. I have been reading beginning after the end though, and I realized that I'd already read, God, how much of it? Like, I was on like chapters 800 or something. It was right around the end of this school arc. And now I'm just at the beginning of the war. Yeah, South Park was definitely not canceled. That'd be crazy. I think that they just, you know, they're trying to catch up to all the news that's happening. Like, it's a lot of news. So, you know, some jokes might be funnier if you edit them a little bit. Yeah, and I think weren't they also greenlit for like 3 or 4 more seasons? Or I'm trying to remember what the actual agreement was, but I thought it was like quite a few more seasons that they got with the deal as well. Yeah. Because we're not in normal times where you can just like make a couple jokes and that's enough. Like, there's so much going on. Yeah, 50 episodes, which, like, at the rate they're going, it's gonna be a while. "50 episodes? That'll take him 7 years." I would agree with that. I think that them doing the 7-day model honestly can bite them in the ass more than it's worth. Because it's not like other shows where they make it a year beforehand and then release it episodically. Like, they're making that shit live, basically. Like, animation? Animation is hard. Mm-hmm. Even when everything's digital, it's still difficult to pull off. It's so funny that they didn't change his name for the English translation. It just sounds not right. His name is Y-U-U. You. Oh. It's the same courtyard and tomb from that daydream. In the dream, you was inside. Oh, I got some musty film. Yes, I will have to read more Homestuck, that is for sure, so that I can be prepared for more Homestuck.
Yes, Kurosawa speaking.
Rai, it's Miku. Rai, it's Miku. Good morning. I gathered together all the information I got from the editor about the woman yesterday, and I wanted you to see it. It's laying on the desk in my room, so please go and take a look at it if you like. I've gotten a little worried about all this. There's one other thing I wanted to check out. I'll be back after I finish.
I understand. Thanks.
Turn on the TV. Doesn't matter which channel. Homestuck is coming. Homestuck canceled after Trump doesn't understand what's going on in the show. I just don't get it. I don't understand what they're talking about. It's all a bunch of gobbledygook. Miku always keeps her desk so neatly arranged. There's a pile of reference materials and Miku's notes on the desk. She said she had put them together for me. The woman in the photograph, named Yoshino Takigawa, she was the only survivor of a plane crash that occurred in August. Following is a comment from a reporter named Ozawa who covered it. When the plane crashed, Miss Takigawa was thrown out of the aircraft and was mostly untouched by the fire. Also, the arbor where she was thrown became a cushion, and she was thus miraculously saved. I guess it depends on how many episodes they make of the Homestuck anima. You know, if they made 100 episodes and you watched all 100 episodes, then you could probably say you were getting into Homestuck, but, you know, I don't know if they'll get that far. When rescued, her external injuries were mild burns, bruises, and scrapes, and it was determined there was no threat to her life. But as it took 4 days to find her, she was very dehydrated, weak, and distressed, and she seemed to be suffering mentally. During those 4 days, she was surrounded by other victims, her relatives, and her lovers' corpses. Next is what I heard. Also, did you hear, Lucis? Autism is caused by Tylenol. So... dumbest fucking shit I ever heard. Next is what I heard from someone at hospital admissions. After hospitalization, she was extremely frightened of being alone or sleeping. She apparently had frightening dreams and would even hurt herself to stay awake. But over time, the amount she slept grew longer until she spent most of the day sleeping. That's what Trump said. Trump said, autism, it's terrible, terrible. We figured it out. Tylenol, as making when a pregnant woman takes Tylenol, that's when they get autism. At first, it was thought she was sleeping due to the psychological trauma she experienced, but her condition gradually grew worse, and she would sleep for 3 days straight. When she woke, she would complain of hallucinations, saying pain or there were bruises all over my body. As her hallucinations grew worse, she became less responsive to outside stimulus during her waking hours, and would sometimes mutter deliriously or sing lullabies. The past several days she hasn't woken, and the rest is as Ray saw. This is also just a hospital rumor, but the staff has a long-standing urban legend amongst themselves about patients like Takigawa, or who they call lost patients. Oh, copy with a newspaper. Patient disappears. On the night of the 9th, the patient disappeared from her ward in Katsuragi Hospital, and the police are currently searching for her. The missing person is the sole survivor of the August plane crash, Yoshino Takigawa. Miss Takigawa became emotionally unstable after the accident. She was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and hospitalized long-term. The hospital's response to her disappearance went no further than, "We are investigating the details." Miss Takigawa lost all her family in the accident, and concerns have been raised about her current whereabouts. Is this a photo of Miku? Miku with man. The photo shows Miku with a kind-looking young man. A boyfriend? No, more likely brother and sister. She's always been cheerful enough, but I don't think I've ever seen her look quite this contented. I heard she'd lost a family member. Could this person in the picture be... I need to go develop the film. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen the passport thing, but I did see that they're going to try to charge people $100,000 to be able to get a visa into the country. An H-1 visa or whatever, which like makes no sense. You were just going to not have any skilled labor anymore. Like... It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, Liddy. Maybe I'll read more tonight. Maybe after my wife goes to bed, I'll read some more Homestuck. This looks like the grave mound in the courtyard by the stairwell. Maybe I can learn something from this photo. Black human-shaped stains mark the walls of a narrow corridor. Maybe I can find something out about this. God damn it, I mean... I have tried to move to another country. Well, I mean, we would have to choose a country in South America. That would be the choice, or you know, south of the United States. That's where we'd have to go because they have a lot looser. Because it's almost impossible to go to Australia. It's almost impossible to go to New Zealand. It's almost impossible to go to any European countries besides the United Kingdom, and it's just as bad there. You can't go to Russia. South Asian countries you could go to, but it's more expensive to get there. China? Question mark, maybe. And then South American countries, it's very cheap to live, and it's very easy to get in. I mean, maybe. Yeah, almost impossible. It's not impossible, but you do have to have a lot of money. Because you can get into any country if you have $1 million. That's kind of the law. That's the law of the land, is money. My main thought would be Brazil. You think there's a chance? Yeah, it's a mission that's... Oh, can I go bother her? Come to Brazil. Brazil mentioned! And it's like, at this point, you know, people always make fun of South American countries for being like shitholes when it comes to democracy.
Sleeping here with me.
But like now we're that.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately.
You want to develop some photos for me? Look at the photos.
What can I do for you?
Miko, I was wondering if you could research this photograph for me. Look at this photograph. Thanks. Miko, I was wondering if you could research this photograph for me. Look at this photograph. Thanks.
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything. It's raining again.
Wow, very intuitive. Alright. Bye, bitch. Yeah. Well, it's crazy too because Canada should be completely an option, but it's like not. It's like super expensive in Canada. It's incredibly hard to get into unless you want to live in like a very, very, very rural area. And that's the part that sucks the most is like, yeah, you can go to other countries, but you just have to live in the most remote spot possible where there would be nothing to do, no internet. And there's no money there, so... Yeah, Lucis, I think that's probably not going to work out for you then. I'm just hoping Minnesota will secede. Liddy, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. That's sort of the attitude my wife and I have taken. If we just, you know, my wife is doing more union rep stuff. We do volunteering. We're trying to be more politically active. So that's the stuff that, holy shit, you know. I see you, ghost bitch. Come on. Sock it to me, bitch. Haha. Thank you, Lucis. Thank you for popping in. Oh, is this locked? Oh, it's tightly sealed. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, fun. Love that. Yeah, I think, Lucis, I don't know if it'd be a good idea to try to set a deadline because my procrastination is gonna go off the charts if we don't. Do you think we could try to have at least all our notes and stuff done by the 30th? Would that work? And then we'll do some pre-production stuff by the 1st of October. I thought I took a picture of a projector. Also, you can always just message me in Discord if that, yeah. We don't have to talk about it here. I probably should have just messaged you about that anyway. Okay, sounds good. That'll just give me more. That'll just give me a lot more motivation. Hey, I'm pretty sure you're further in than I am, so like, I gotta do it to myself. Ooh, folklore. Funny word, folklore. While continuing my research, I stumbled upon the existence of the shrine that is perhaps the origin of the sleeping priestess. The shrine is very small and hidden away within the depths of a mountain. It appeared just as in the drawing. There are normally no worshippers, but according to stories from the small village nearby, it is a shrine where you could offer your pain. When I called upon the head of the family, she said that they allow visitors until the snow melts. They carry out a rite here to protect a sacred area in the mountain. Men are not allowed in the rite, but it seems every few years they invite men in order to continue the bloodline. They call them outsiders. I think that I've heard of a similar custom. Yeah, same, Lucis, same. But then as soon as I get towards the deadline, I power through it, and that's the thing, that it's like, okay, I'm just gonna spend 4 hours doing this, when it's like I should have just been doing 30 minutes every day. The guests who come in winter while the snow falls all hide their faces and pull large bundles on wagons. It resembles a funeral procession. The rite carried out on their behalf must be connected to the song of the sleeping priestess. Ooh. Yep, Halloween's coming up. It's gonna get spooky in here. When your camera is at ready, it will automatically face in the direction of the nearest hostile ghost. Ooh. I like that. I do loves me some Halloween. Oh yeah, they're all defaulted as equipped. We have 20,000. Yeah. Seems like it'd be best to just slowly upgrade each one. I'm glad I looked back there. Shit. Yeah, Letty, I know that we talk about Prestige TV a little bit every once in a while, and I would really recommend watching Alien Earth. It is so good, just as a television show, like... Very much recommend it. Like, you don't, I would maybe say watch the first Alien, and then that's pretty much all you have to watch. I mean, you don't have to watch that either, but you don't have to do anything. Well, yeah, then you're caught up. But that's the rest of them. It doesn't really matter. Especially not the newest ones. Well, you can watch Alien Romulus, but that's just like a fun movie. I mean, quote unquote fun. It's an interesting movie. The rest of them, right? Am I thinking of the right one? Romulus? Hold on. I think so. That's the newest one. Yeah, Alien Romulus. I would say to not watch Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I don't think that those movies, I think they really only hurt the franchise, which is pretty impressive. And they've been retconned, kind of. Wayne's World, Wayne's World, Wayne's World. That's crazy that you watch Wayne's World too. Like, 1, understandable. 2? Oh, back to back. 1 was good. Yeah. It's like saying I watched Naked Gun 3. It's like, why? I watched Police Academy 4. What? Okay. Never floats your boat, man. Ooh. I mean, I do agree. Dana Carvey and Michael Myers, very, very funny people. Like, legitimately, some of the best comedians of their time. Some of the best comedians of their time. See, can I unlock this? Yes. Okay, cool. I mean, I like Rob Lowe. He's fun. Did Rob Lowe go crazy? Maybe I'm thinking of a different person. Why do they have dolls and a fucking... Ugh, hate that. Hate that. Okay, so that's locked off. Well, if you like Dana Carvey doing silly voices, maybe you should watch a great movie, Master of Disguise. With such classics as, am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Same. Oh god, that movie, I remember watching that as a child and being like, wow, this is dog shit. Like, as a child, I was able to fully differentiate that that movie was not good. Yeah, I mean, the scene is iconic for a reason. Like, it's something that makes... I mean, it is a meme. I think that that's sort of how they treated it at the time, too. That it was like... It was like the chicken jockey of its time, I guess. Is that an insane thing to say? Yeah, trailer bait. Yep, absolutely. Well, because it's like, well, what situation would lead to Dana Carvey being a turtle? That's got to be, like, hilarious. Like, how did they arrive there? And then you watch the movie and you're like, no, it doesn't make sense how he got there. Like, the comedy of the misunderstanding is actually so stupid. Yeah, he's not a turtle, like a Ninja Turtle, you know? He's some weird turtle human. It's like how the Penguin from the Batman is... I mean, he's not a penguin, and he knows he's not a penguin. But that's kind of what it's like. And it was just something that's emerged on the photo. There's a strong presence emanating from the door. Yeah. Dana, yeah. That was Dana Carvey's, like, that was supposed to be his, like, not Michael Myers, that was supposed to be, like, his Austin Powers. That was sort of, like, I would say that was sort of what they were hoping for. Shit. Okay, can I get in time? Nice. I love the combo system. Oh, shush. I've heard Umbrella Academy is good until it's not. I don't know why I'm saving again. I guess I might as well. I already brought it up, but... This is season 3 or 4. One of them people were saying is really, really bad, but that's mostly hearsay. I don't actually know anything about it. Oh, that's good. I mean, we all gotta laugh at how stupid we are. They're all gonna laugh at you. Where was that room? It wasn't the partition room. Is it the stained corridor? Yeah, I feel like superhero stuff, because Umbrella Academy is like an X-Men thing, right? Okay. Well, I would also agree with what I'm about, or well, of course I'm going to agree with. I disagree with what I'm about to say. I agree with what my thoughts are on it. That superhero stuff is like the most mixed bag of any genre, because it's like you sort of have to be invested in the characters and like them enough, because sometimes the plot lines are like just bad, actually, like they're not well written. It's like you gotta sort of actually like the characters just have to be well written the whole time. Yeah, I didn't watch the last season of The Boys, and yeah, I have not looked at the Gen V2 yet. No, I haven't watched either. I don't know why I made that sound like I had watched one of them. But I did watch The Boys, most of it. I guess if you don't watch the last season or the most recent season, then I want to wait until it's done, honestly. Like, I just, for The Boys specifically, I don't know about Gen 5, but I feel like, hold on a second here. Oh, it was just like a hand sticking out. All right. Because I felt like when I think it was season 2 or 3, whatever the second to most recent season, I didn't hear bad things about season 4 exactly. I think by the end of season 3, I was just exhausted by it. I heard that some people didn't like season 4 because it was a little too on the nose, but that part really wouldn't bother me. I was just like, I literally wanted the show to be done at season 3. I was just getting kind of exhausted by it. It's like, okay, we're doing this part again, and then we need to figure this out. And then they were like, yeah. So that's why I just sort of want to watch it when it's finished, because then it's like, then I'll know that there's an end point to it. Yeah. Because season 5 is supposed to be the last season, right? That's, I believe, what I've heard. Yeah, so that might give me more motivation to watch it. To finish it off. I would say I would just read the comic, but I know that the comic is not the same story. God, I hope they all die. Because at this point, I don't know if I have sympathy for any character in The Boys, and I think that might also be why it's like, I'm just like, get it over with. Just take them all out. God. I've heard the comics got a lot of like a lot of isms, like sexism, racism, but in a way that's like, it's not like it's commenting on it, it just sort of is. It's like, yeah, you can show a character being bad by having him call another character a cunt or whatever, but like, you gotta have something to say about it. Yeah, I enjoyed the show. Again, you know, I just had hoped that everyone would die by the end of season 3. That was my wish. If I had one wish, it was that everybody in The Boys died in a giant bloodshed murder spree. Cunty cunt fuckity fuck. You don't understand. He stole my wife. Thank you. I agree. It was a perfect delivery. Butcher. My name's Butcher. I'm Australian for some reason. I don't remember if they actually comment on why he's Australian. I mean, there's no reason that he can't, but I do feel like that's one of those things that's just like, he's just randomly incredibly Australian. Like, I don't remember them saying like, oh, I met me wife, you know, on a visa, and then we got married or something like that. He's just like, he's just like crazy Australian for no reason. Isn't he? I could be wrong. He just says cunt so much. How do you like that combo, bitch? I missed the combo, but... Why did I think he was Australian? My point still stands, but I don't remember them mentioning why in the world he's so surly. I could be totally off though, like when it comes to preconceived notions. Let's see, The Boys. Where's the actor actually from? That's what I was trying to look up. He was born in New Zealand. Okay, yeah, he's fucking... He's supposed to be British, but he is definitely Aussie. It comes through completely Aussie. For me, personally. That wasn't like a gotcha moment. That was just supposed to be like, there was some reason. All the Kiwis are the fucking same. Kiwis, Aussies. Y'all live in the middle of fucking nowhere, alright? I want console. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get a little console when you call them all the same. I can't tell the difference between Australian and fucking New Zealanders. I know one of them fucks sheep. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but I'll take it. Okay, I just walked all the way around without needing to do that. Oh, alright, love. What the fuck? I do be practicing my accents. Not as much as I'd like. I wish I had more voice acting opportunities. I would definitely I just want to like work on a project with someone that's like just for sillies, you know? Like it doesn't need to be for anything really. I just want there to be, you know, I just want moments to be like coached and like sort of pushed into like doing more with it. I've looked at voice acting like websites, but it seems like it's like, I don't know, really hard to. Sounds good, Liddy. I'll take it. I'll take the job. Cause like I just want to have fun, but there's a bunch of people on there like trying to make money, so like there's like ways you can like boost yourself on it to show that, and I'm like, well, no, I just kind of want to do it for free. I don't know. I just want to do it for the love of the game. People are out here trying to make money off of it, so they're boosting their profiles. Whoa, whoa, flying ghost lady, flying ghost lady. Where'd she go? 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 Sounds good to me. Jesus Christ! No. I won't let you go. Crickets. It's hard to keep up with the things you want to do, you know. Sometimes you're just trying to, I mean, in this particular moment in time, with the last year has been very, very, very difficult to try to keep up with like wanting to do things in a productive fashion. Like, it's like I want to be able to pay all my bills. It's like, that's step one, which is like, okay, I have a job, cool, whatever. Step two, try to stream a little bit, cool. Step three, try to do some extra projects around the house and like also projects for myself. And like step three, I feel like it's a real, I mean, step one is have a job, feed myself, and take care of my family, do all this other shit, do all the basic stuff. Step one takes a lot of work out of me. Step two, it's just for fun. I love streaming for fun. I think that it's good. I had a person who did message me on Discord who was actually not a bot, so I do feel kind of bad. Maybe I should respond to her. Someone on Discord asked me, is this, I don't know if this is a mean thing to do or not. Well, it's just you in here, pretty much. I think Switch is in here too, but I'll show you. So this person messaged me unprompted and said like, hey, they asked if I needed anything, and I was looking at their drawings. And I was like, okay, these are okay. Like they do like the chat box stuff. Like I think that's kind of nice. I don't really like using those, but there's something about the shape. Well, let's say we got some furries. The thing I've noticed, and I don't want to call anybody amateur because I'm not a good artist whatsoever. I'm not. That ain't me, dog. But the thing I notice about people who are sort of, yeah, it's a real person. That's why I feel kind of bad about it. Like, I think she found me off of the EDF streams. But I think the thing that I noticed the most is that, like, you can see in the rough illustration, it looks pretty better, I think, honestly, than the colorized version, because the shading is just it's so hard to get the perspective to make them feel like they fit in the space. Like, this is cool. Which is why, like, black and white could sometimes be better for comics than colored spacing. Like, yeah, this person's mentioned me, and it's like, I want to say, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to. God, I don't know. It's like, it's a real person, and these are real drawings, and they're doing a good job. It just, I don't really have an answer for them. Like, I thought this piece was super cool. I like the idea of having a 3D model, but again, I'm not trying to. I know, it's just like I feel like every time I've gotten so many people who are just clearly stealing from others and doing AI, and to see someone actually do real art reminds me of John's brother, like, where he does actual art, you know, and it's in that sort of way where it's like, yeah, it's gonna take another, like, it's gonna take a long while before you're really, like, getting the shading down in a way that makes everything feel complete, I guess, but, like, on the way. Yeah. It's like, I just don't even know what I do, because I've just tried. I like the way that I have my stream set up. I know that I haven't gotten anybody in here recently who came in with it, but maybe it's because I've started putting on makeup for some streams. But, you know, some people come in here like, is this your first stream? Why don't you have an outline or whatever, like the whole thing? And I'm like, because I just like the way this looks. Yeah. And I thought about having a 3D model and try to be more of a VTuber situation, but then I was also like, I don't know, that just doesn't really sound. It sounds like that would become a job on its own. Was it the main door? They want to bust to Uncle Grandpa wearing a trucker hat. That's where the money's at. Okay, wait. I thought I did the doll thing. Was I supposed to examine the tree? Was this the wrong door? What door was this associated with? I thought it was... Oh, shit ass. I thought the closet hallway was... Alright, I'm taking commission $0. Draw me a couple stick figures with cool hair. Oh, now it'll open. Okay. Oh, this is creepy. What's draw me Sans from Undertale. On the candlelit altar is a huge gemstone as big as my palm. It looks like it might be used in some kind of ceremony. Something is reflecting light above the altar. Bellflower key. A bellflower pattern has been carved into the handle of the key. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Just like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Oh! Oh, she came in hot. Oh, shit. God damn. Where'd that little bitch go?
You're a traitor, too.
Gray diary. I wonder if being impaled hurts. I wonder which hurts worse, having the stake go in a little bit at a time or having it stabbed through all at once. I wonder if they die at the stake goes all the way through. I wonder if it matters if they die. I want to impale a real priestess soon. Ugh, what the fuck? She gonna wake up? You know, I'll tell them. I could take a look at some of your art. I really like it. Don't have anything in mind at the moment, though. Will keep you in mind if I do. There we go. That's a nice thing to say. Hey, I don't have anything at the moment, but if I do have something, I'll let you know. I think that that's about as fair as I need to be. There's old film in the Camera Obscura. Camera Obscura. Sands through the hourglass. So is the papyrus of our life. I think that's a good way to check to see where your skill's at, you know, like, okay, if I draw it from memory, because tracing is a really good way to get good experience, but like, you know, when you want to make it your own, I think that's the only real way to do it, is to try to draw something that you want to draw, and that's not just tracing. But tracing is cool too. I think there's a weird, as long as, man, I don't know. I guess with AI art, I think that it's not, I think tracing got like a really bad rap from some stuff that I saw. I can't even remember this conversation that I had with someone, but I think tracing is cool. I don't know, just trace a character and then draw a sword in their hand or whatever, or a big dildo, you know, like, that's fine. Looks like skewered adults in the courtyard. we might have talked about it. I don't remember. I remember remember the best art I ever did was tracing, and it made me feel really good about myself, and that gave me an idea of like how to do proportions better. So you can do either. You can visually trace, so you can like just, you know, look at the thing and then try to draw it. I think that that is probably the more that's probably what you'd want to do after you've gotten a little practice, because I once just tried to draw, like had a printed thing and then just tried to drew the outline, and then I did the visual part where I just drew in the middle parts by, you know, doing that sort of tracing. So getting the sort of the outline of the thing, especially for someone who has no practice like myself and is a very all the art I ended up creating was very strange, because there's the idea of tracing where you're like literally copying and pasting, and as long as you're not trying to say like this is my artwork, or like saying like, hey, I did some trace, you know, I guess it depends on how much you recreate by looking at it, because like if you're looking at it and you do every line and then you look down and then you do a line and then you look down, maybe that's more, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a great way to practice art. But I don't know if it was with you that I had this conversation, because this feels like something where I remember somebody getting upset about it, but that might have also been a YouTube video I was watching. All of my memories blur together. And then I remember, hey, people say inflammatory things on the internet to get my goat. Not my goat specifically, but everybody's goats. Goat tears. Yes, they're trying to get my goat tears. Look at the kitty cat. Let me pet the cat. All right, whatever. I'll talk to her. Miku, that song. Oh, right. Good morning. That song? I don't remember exactly where I heard it, but I feel like I've been hearing it in my dreams lately. I don't have any idea what the lyrics mean. Could it be some sort of dialect? Dreams. What are the dreams about? I don't really remember too well, but I'm singing this song in the dreams. While I'm singing, I start to feel homesick. Like I'm remembering someone important. At the end of the dream, I'm so scared. All I can remember is that I'm very afraid. But that's just the way dreams are, I guess. No, I need you to... whatever. If we go this way, does she start doing something else? They're trying to take my goat. Yeah, figured I was supposed to talk to her first, but I didn't do it in that order. An envelope has been delivered through the letterbox. Letter from Kai. Dear you, I'm sending you a testimony tape I just found about the urban legend. If I give it to you, I know you'll take good care of it. I found several other tapes, but as they're quite old, having been dubbed by a gramophone, they're damaged. I'm trying to get them restored now. I'll send them to you when they're done. Lately, I've solely been researching folklore, legends, folktales, and folk religion. That was both your and Mafia's field, wasn't it? It's an interesting world, but I don't want to get too deep into it. How is Mafia's sister? Her name was Miku, right? I'm searching everywhere I can, but I still don't know Junsei Takamine's whereabouts. Maybe he was spirited away too? If you got anything, let me know. Mio's health is not good, so I put her in the hospital. She only wakes once every 2 days, and then for only a couple hours at a time. I gotta hurry with my research. Photograph of girls enclosed in the envelope. Is this girl Mio Amakura? Seems to be a cassette enclosed. Okay. What, so now I just play it all here? Alright. Ooh, I love this little... like that.
In my dream, I saw my mother in that manner. Inside, there was an old shrine. It was cold. Snow was falling. I could hear a song. there were so many people going into the
He
shrine.
does have a weird face. Sans is a weird science.
Funeral
A weird
procession.
character.
I can smell incense burning. Everyone was hiding their faces. My mother was among them. No matter how many times I called her, she kept going further and further. And just before the door shut, it was like I was going to be left all alone. I saw it every day. I went in just a little bit. If I went any further, I wouldn't be able to come back. But I thought I could meet my mother in there.
And that's how I met your mother. Hey Miku, you want some more photos? Ray, what's the matter? Miku, that person in the picture on your desk. That's my older brother. He's been missing for quite some time. I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I was just wondering. No, talk to her again. Can you talk to her again? No? Do you need to leave? The girl who works as my assistant. The song she was singing was a lullaby. Is Miku having the same dreams as me? She lost a relative, someone close. Written in Kai's letter was the name of Miku's brother, Mafia. He was a friend of Kai. People say he was spirited away. I know Miku had lost a relative. Shrine main girl. The girls who appeared in my daydream at the deserted house I visited on the photography assignment. Carrying some kind of impaling people? Then who appeared in the black corridor. Was their voices I heard through the corridor walls moaning? What was happening to them in there? Yeah, everything got updated. Sounds like they were impaling people on the walls in the mansion? I don't know. Why'd they do that? Why'd they do that? That's wrong. Every time I dream of the house, the snake-like tattoo gets bigger, the stabbing pain's worse. How can I escape? She was asleep almost all the time just before she disappeared. After the accident, she slept longer and longer hours. Whenever she woke up, she would hum what sounded like a lullaby. Apparently, the medical community is opposed to rumors of similar occurrences. Nico was singing the same lullaby, she being lured, and me. Soul projectors in the house I saw in my dream. The images inside showed girls dressed as shrine maidens. What time is it? 9:40. Okay. Check this out, maybe. See if something pops up here. The device shown here was left by Kunihiko Asuo. He used he used it to substantiate, oh my god, the existence of and communication with the spirit world. He was a brilliant scientist and philosopher, and by appropriating Western culture, spirit world, the device shown here was left by blah blah blah. Device to be able to capture an unbelievable existence. Projector. Okay. think what I'll do, we'll save. And then I'm probably gonna end the stream, but then I'm gonna go, you know, feed the dogs, tell my wife goodnight, all that stuff. And then I'll come back on, and then I might read some Homestuck. I think that's my plan. So stay tuned. Well, I mean, you don't literally have to stay in here the entire time, but I think that makes sense as a strat. That's my strat. Is anyone else playing this game? Oh, not 2. Some people are playing 2. No, looks like I'm the only one. Alright. I'll just let it lapse. Alright, well, if anything happens and I don't jump back on stream, know that Switch murdered me. So, I will be back on. See you in a while.